Everybody, it's your boy Frank Martin, and here we go with what winds my crank with Mr. Frank. So what's winding my crank today is that Ghostbusters 3 may be produced in 3D, and this is why this winds my crank. I've never really heard any success stories about movies being produced in 3D. For example, the only 3D movie that I can remember in very recent history that was any good was the movie Avatar. That was because it was made in 3D, it was intentionally done in 3D, but I think 3D is just a way to get extra money out of the fans of a particular movie series, or to get more money out of just people in general. I'm talking to you, George Lucas. For some of you who may not realize, George Lucas is planning on re-releasing every single Star Wars movie and redoing it in 3D. Why? I don't know why. So far, they haven't released any more information about him adding any new features to it, but I already saw you do a movie in 3D. It was called Captain EOS, and it starred Michael Jackson. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll give you a link to the video in the description. Anyways, back to Ghostbusters 3. The reason why I say this is that Ghostbusters 3 has been gone in and out of production for years. When Ghostbusters 2 came out, everybody knew what 3 was coming out, but no one could get their schedules locked in. Bill Murray started to get more popular. Harold Ramis started to do more directing. Dan Aykroyd was in and out. Rick Moranis started to become a little bit more popular. So you had all these people that were actually going out and doing their own thing, and they used the Ghostbuster franchise as a way to springboard their careers. Well, you couldn't really get them back in the same room again. And to say the movie's going to be done in 3D is only going to increase the production time, which means it will give them more of a reason to get out. Now, realistically, the only two people who have been really busy was Dan Aykroyd, who was in the Yogi Bear movie, and then you have Bill Murray, who was in Zombieland. And I hate to break it to you, but if you had to pick between the two who was more popular from doing the movie roles, more people love Bill Murray for doing Zombieland than people like Dan Aykroyd for doing Yogi Bear. So yeah, doing the movie in 3D will slow down production, and it may make it harder for 3D to even come out. I mean, we've already waited like almost 20 years. So I guess that brings me to the next part of the show, the question of the day. Is 3D overused and overpriced? Now here's the thing. I had a friend who took his family to go see Avatar in 3D, and he paid well over $60 for them to go to the theater. You have movies like Piranha in 3D, Saw in 3D, Final Destination in 3D, My Bloody Valentine in 3D. A lot of these people are just using 3D medium, but it really isn't adding much more to the movie. So, do you think that 3D is overused and overpriced? Leave your comment in the description below if you're on YouTube or on our Facebook page. If you are on mymorningjoe.com, just feel free to log in and leave a comment there. Best comments make it to the video at the end of the week. My name is Frank Martin, and that's what winds my crank.